So congruent parts of congruent triangles play a special role. And before I can say that the corresponding sides of congruent triangles have a special relationship, I first need to actually have congruent triangles. So in order to do anything, I first have to have congruent triangles. Once I have that, I then can start talking about the corresponding parts. So the first thing I'm going to need to do here is prove that these two triangles are congruent. So I'm given three pieces of information. I am given that AB is congruent to EF. Oops. I am given that BC is congruent to FG. And I'm also given that angle ABC is congruent to angle EFG. And if you remember back to Math 1, this satisfies the condition of side, angle, side. Side, angle, side. Side, angle, side. So this allows me to say, I can conclude from this, that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle EFG because of the side, angle, side congruence shortcut. So now I know these two triangles are congruent. And we know that if two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding parts are congruent. So what I have highlighted here in yellow is what I was given. And the given allows me to say that the triangles are congruent. So now I can go and I can talk about the other side and the other two angles. That because the triangles are congruent, which is what we proved here, I'm allowed to then say that all the other parts are congruent. So angle A is congruent to angle E, AC is congruent to EG, and angle C is congruent to angle G. Again, I can't say this part until I have said the triangles are congruent. And I can't say the triangles are congruent until I have enough information that proves that to be the case. I have to have one of my triangle congruent shortcuts satisfied.